in audio.
Stop talking about Aston Villa.
What's going on, people? Listen, I didn't even know that we scored. I don't even know that we scored because my stream went off, my everything went down. Like my computer said, yeah, I don't want to see the end of the game. I didn't even know that we scored. I had no idea that we scored. I have to change the thumbnail later. But what in the world was that? Someone told me, someone help me out. Someone help me out. Someone help me out. What was that from Aston Villa, man? That was actually embarrassing. It was actually embarrassing. But yeah, big up to everybody. Listen, welcome to Villa Noir. This is my match reaction after Aston Villa get absolutely annihilated at home by Tottenham Hotspur. I just don't know how to feel right now. I don't know how to feel right now. I don't know if I should be like some Villa fans that were in my watch along saying, "Oh, calm down, man. You know, he rested 7 players. You know, we're trying to rest them for Thursday." Or should I follow my gut and be like, "Listen, this is not how Aston Villa play a game. Making it 3 losses in a row. We scored, fair enough. We scored, but it's just not good enough." Emery showing himself as the bottler that people want to call him, the bottler that people want to call him, the man that has a ceiling. All of those things seem adequate to describe Unai Emery at this particular moment, unfortunately. So I don't know how to feel. From the beginning, I saw that we were just off the pace. We were off the mark. And it was as if it was as if we didn't or weren't bothered to change it. As a performance, as a Villa fan, that's not how you want your team to be playing going into such a pivotal game against Nottingham Forest on Thursday. That's not what you want. And I just don't know what to expect. Let's have a look at some of these stats, bro. Because the stats will just give me a second, guys. I don't know what's going on. Okay, cool. Yeah. The stats will say, I have to change my thumbnail afterwards. The stats will say what we're saying. Tottenham Hotspur, who are now out of the relegation zone, but when they came into the game, were in 18th place. This is how they played Aston Villa. This is what I saw from my Villa team. Yeah. Oh, Lord have mercy. All right. So ball possession, fair enough. We got more in the second half. But let's start with this first half, actually. It's like 62% possession, Spurs. 2 big chances, 8 total shots. 3 corners. How many saves did they cause? Trying to see now how many. They forced 2 saves from the goalkeeper. Aston Villa in the first half, 0 shots. They forced 0 goalkeeper saves. It was the epitome of a team that lacks identity. Yes, there's been changes, but changes like that shouldn't cause this much derailment. Spurs were 18th for a reason, yet we allowed them to just come into our house, which should be a fortress, and they just started the game well. They pressed us from the beginning. They didn't let us settle on the ball. Our players then looked shaky. We didn't know where to pass it. There was no movement ahead of the defenders. And in this day and age, guys, where centre-backs have to be people that can progress the ball forward, Tyrone Mings is not good enough. Is not good enough. Victor Lindelof looks shaky today. He looks better when he's alongside Pau Torres or Esri Konsa, but everything about today was just diabolical. Ian Matson, absolutely trash. You know what? I can't pinpoint specific players because I think they all had poor games. You know, Tammy Abraham got subbed off early in the second half. I can't really say much about him because he didn't really get much service. Didn't get much anything in that first half. This is Villa's attack in the first half. That's Aston Villa's attack in the first half. And I think it was quite telling, guys, Unai Emery's demeanor. And I said this on my watch along. Go and watch it if you can. I said it a few times. When Unai Emery is not demonstrative, when Unai Emery just doesn't bother to change players, when Unai Emery kind of just is reserved, evidently angry, but reserved, he has consigned to the fact that we're going to lose that game. After about 5 minutes in that second half, I knew, looking at Unai Emery's expressions, how he was not really giving much instruction on the pitch, that he was like, yeah, I'm happy for us to lose today. That might be hyperbolic. I don't think he's happy for us to lose, but he was okay with us losing because he wasn't happy with how the players obviously didn't do what he asked them to do. I'm actually out of words. People have warned me. They said, Julian, watch and see what happens with Emery. Watch and see when it gets to this part of the season that we're gonna bottle. And I really thought that this season was gonna be better. I really thought that the drop off that we had in January and February and March was because of the injuries. But what I'm seeing now is that our squad is not good enough. Our team, our players, some of them don't care. Some of them actually aren't bothered, you know, or they think that, oh, we'll just get it together. It's not possible. I am not confident that we will win any other game for the rest of this season, which is why I said today was so important, because we're in a position now where there's 9 points left to play for. Bournemouth are 6 points behind us, and their goal difference isn't that far behind us. If we keep losing games, not only does our goal difference drop down, but the gap gets smaller. There is a possibility that we could bottle this. There is a possibility that we could bottle this, and I am trying my hardest to stay up. And you know what? Football's one of them games, football's one of them sports that, you know, today I'll be down, today I'll be upset, today I'll feel a certain type of way. Yeah, I'll feel a certain type of way. And then on Thursday, if we win, then I'll be up again. Do you know what I mean? Because we'll be through to the final of the Europa League. But everything's pointing to a collapse. Everything is pointing to a collapse. Just flying through some of these comments. Duncan, my G, our squad is 100% is. Do you know what I mean? Like, next week, Burnley's not a foregone conclusion. we have to get this, man. We have to get this. I watched Spurs, and credit to Spurs, credit to whatever De Zerbi decided to do with them and the energy he's given them, because they just came at us from the beginning. We made Matthias Tell, we made Kolo Muani look absolutely, they look like world beaters today. Our fullbacks were getting taken for breadfruit. And tactically, I'm trying to understand why we didn't adjust. I know Unai has his systems. I know that we have a specific way of working, but I was saying constantly, all they're doing is keeping the width. They're slapping Kolo Muani on the right, Matthias Tell on the left, and they're not even letting their midfielders bunch together in somewhat. They're not going to play the small triangles. They're just trying to pass the ball around, take it to one side, and switch it quickly. It's exactly what Chelsea did to us when they beat us at home, and it's exactly what Chelsea did to us when we did beat them at Stamford Bridge. But because we play such a narrow defensively, and yes, we want to be that team that cuts off the middle, we also, at the same time, we don't have the recovery pace for when we cut off one side of the pitch and the team just switches it quickly. Yes, in this day and age, in this Premier League, teams are a lot more methodical with their progression, but you can beat Aston Villa with fast play. My dad used to say something to me when I was playing ball when I was younger. And he said, let the ball do the work. And then he said, the ball moves faster than players. So if the ball is able to be switched quickly, it takes players out of the game, and especially if there's no recovery pace. And that's all that happened today. Spurs were like, okay, cool, we'll play down one side and we'll quickly switch to the other side. We'll play the ball in. And then we know that Aston Villa, if you watch us, are not good at recovering from second chances. Yes, we might deal with the first chance, we might head it out, but we head it into a dangerous area, and then we don't close down any players that come on. That's exactly what happened with Conor Gallagher's goal. He dealt with the first part. The ball went out, didn't close down whoever was on the right hand side, and they put the ball into the box. We dealt with it again, but Conor Gallagher was on the 18-yard line by himself, and no one was there to like even close him down. Why is it that he was able to ghost into that position and nobody said, okay, I'm going to just go watch that situation there? It was tragic, man. It was awful. It was absolutely disgraceful. And we can't blame him on injuries. Yes, John McGinn wasn't in the team, and he's so key to us. It's very clear that he's key to us. We didn't play Powell, we didn't play Concert, we didn't play Ollie Watkins. We didn't start him anyway. You know, key players, yes, but we also played a Spurs team that have 11 injuries. I don't think the players have stopped playing for him. We've got too much to play for. That we stupid of them to do so. I think there may be a breakdown in communication, or I think Unai was trying to improve. I think he tried to prove a point today. I think he's like, yeah, I'm not playing. I'm not making the changes. You know, you guys are meant to go out today and prove a point. You guys that want to get game time, you guys that think you deserve to play, and you flopped. They flopped. All those players, because all football players want to play. All football players believe that they're meant to start. But the likes of Matson, the likes of Mings, the likes of Bogard, probably he shouldn't think he shouldn't need to start. The likes of Jadon Sancho, who's costing us £200,000 a week. These players that would probably think that they're worthy of starting for Aston Villa at this point in the season are proving why Unai Emery doesn't do it. And some of them are proving me wrong. You know, I wanted to see Ross Barkley in that 10 role because the last two games that he did play, he's played well there, but he looked absolutely, he looked like he was out of it. You know, I know someone said not too long ago, said, Ross Barkley, yeah, he's a great technical player, this, that, and the other, but the legs have gone. So if somebody's running around him, he's not going to be able to handle it. And that's exactly what happened today. That's exactly what happened today. So it's real peak out here, guys. It's real peak. It's not good at all. Come on, guys, listen, there's 18 of you in here, man. Smash that like button, man. Make sure you smash that like button. I'm seeing on like 5 likes, man. Run the likes up, man, quickly. But yeah, it's not looking good, and I think Thursday is just that much more imperative and that much more important, that much more crucial. that much more crucial. Oh man, what is this really happening? Are we really gonna collapse? Are we really gonna collapse? I'm unsure. So quickly, let me go through my player ratings for today. I was gonna try to do a visual, but what the app I was using was causing problems. Emi Martinez. So obviously 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. I'm gonna give Emi Martinez a 5. I don't think he did much wrong. He gave the ball away in a precarious position right at the beginning of the game, but that just played into just how the team were playing. I don't think he did much wrong other than just being really pedantic with like the slowing the ball down, all that kind of stuff. We need urgency in our game, and I think sometimes the keeper needs to kind of bring that. So I'm gonna give him a 5, which is probably one of the highest ratings of the game. Right back, Matty Cash. I think he had a really poor game today. I think he got taken for an idiot by Matthias Tell. So I'm gonna give him a 4. Victor Lindelof, I'm gonna give him a 4 as well. You could tell that him and Tyrone Mings have not played together for a long time, or played together often, because there was complete lack of cohesion there. And he looked more shaky than he usually does. So I'm gonna give him a 4. Tyrone Mings, I'm gonna give him a 2. Absolute joke, man. I think his time is up for us. I know he's one of our captains in the captain's room. I know he's a leader, this, that, but I didn't see any leadership today. Leadership for me needs to come from you doing something. It's more than just this. It's more than this. I'm gonna give him a 2. Ian Matson, I'm gonna give him a 1. I think he has been given opportunity after opportunity, and he hasn't shown enough quality. There's been too many chances where he just runs into blind alleys, or he takes players on. He just hasn't got the technical skill in for this game and for this team. And it's a shame because the pace that we need from Digne, he has. So you've got someone that can do everything that you need, but doesn't have pace, and you got someone that has pace and then can't do anything you need. It's shaky. Going to the midfield, Lamar Bogard, I'm gonna give him a 2. In fact, no, I'm gonna give him a 1. I know it's a tall order for him to come in. Onana is very hard to replace. But he showed today why he doesn't start. He showed today why he's probably suited to being the utility player that he is. Very nervy on the ball, very shaky, didn't fill me with much confidence whenever he had the ball, was a bit lackluster in his defensive measures. Yuri Tielemans, I'm going to give him a 4. He's probably one of his worst performances for me, in the sense that where you needed somebody to just control the game, he wasn't able to do that today, which is a very big surprise. He hasn't returned back from injury the way that we would have wanted him to, which makes me think whether there's still something going on, but we shall see. Let's go forward. Who's there? Ross Barkley, 2. Again, he wasn't great today. He wasn't great at all. Again, chat, make sure you're putting your ratings in there as well. Let me know. It doesn't have to be the whole team. Just name a player and then put a number next to them. 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest, in terms of how you feel they performed. Yeah, so Ross Barkley, I'm saying 2. Morgan Rogers, again, I'll give him a 4. A maximum 4. You could see that he wanted to do something. You could see that he was trying to do something, but then outside of that, he wasn't really doing much. You know, he's not being as clinical, as potent as he was at the beginning of the season, or at least the middle of the season. Jadon Sancho, I'm gonna give him a 1. Get out of my club. I think you're a waste of space and a waste of money and a waste of time. Tammy, unfortunately, that first half was so insipid that you had nothing you couldn't do anything. So Tammy, by default, you're going to be in the 3 zone. I'm really sorry. I think Ollie Watkins came on and did try. I'm going to give him a 5 or a 6. He was probably our better player to come on and try to affect the game at least. Who else was there? Who else came on? I didn't see much of Brendia. I didn't even see the goal, so we'll have to see. But because he scored, I'm gonna give him a 6. And Leon Bailey, didn't see much of him as well, so I don't know what I would give him. But yeah, guys, it's looking techie. It's looking techie. Yeah, you're right, Z. If we lose the Forest, we might not get Champions League, and the rest of the season is looking techie. We've got a really important game against Burnley next week now, and then we've got Liverpool and City. And I said I wanted it to be wrapped up before the Liverpool and City games. I didn't want to have to go into these games needing something, you know. And the problem is, even if we get to the final of the Europa League, and we haven't got it wrapped up by the Liverpool game, ideally you want to, if we are in the final of the Europa League, you want to rest players for that Liverpool game because the game's the week after. So it's just not good, man. This is not what we want to see. Key point from one of the more mods, Duncan. How do we win on Thursday now? There's no momentum. Fans are turning. If we go a goal down versus Forest, it will turn ugly. And you know what? I 100% agree. Because of the nature in which the games have gone, we're 3 losses on the bounce now. It's a losing streak. You can't fake momentum. You can't fake these things. So it's not good. It's not good at all. Something needs to change. Something needs to change, and I'm not as confident as I was the other day at all. So it's been a few minutes, and as you know, guys, it's football first, consequences later, and slowly but surely, the tears have been going up. Each game, you know, just to think a few weeks ago, I was sitting on no consequences. I was just chilling. There was no anything. For those of you that don't know my channel, when Villa have a poor performance and we lose, I have to eat something with some hot sauce. The hot sauce gets higher and higher depending on the loss or the tier. We started out on no tiers. Now we're on tier 4. After that loss, it's getting to the point where it might be catastrophic. If we don't get Champions League, if we don't get Champions League, I'm gonna have to do another Carolina Reaper at some point. But for now, going to tier 4. Got scorpion pepper hot sauce. I'm tired of this, man. I'm tired of this, man. I'm tired of this. So this is a tier 4 consequence scorpion pepper hot sauce on my chicken wing. Which already has a little bit of jerk sauce on there. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Sorry, guys. Seems to be a blockage in the thing. Go. Get rid of that. Oh no, that's hot. Big up. Oh, that's hot, bro. I can't handle that though. It's light work, man. Oh man. Oh. Yo, That burns, man. Oh, that burns, man. God. Woo. Woo. Golly.
Funky.
Woo.
Funky. Funky.
I'm trying, man. Oh, man. Oh. Yo, that's hot, man. That's hot. But I can handle it, man. What you mean, man? Said extra sauce. Because I lost the Spurs. All right, run it then. Let's run it, man. SB. All right, let's do the other side. You can see the wing, man. You man are saying, look. There you go. More sauce. More sauce. There we go. Oh, God. God. Oh. All right, that's what about some. Ooh. 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 Ah. Yo, that.
Funky.
Ooh. Yo, that one? That second bite. God damn. Woo. Oh, no. I'm losing it over here, man. Oh. Oh. These, man. These stupid Villa players, man. Oh, all right. Say less, man. Say less. You know what?
Help me. Help me.
Woo! All right. That definitely did something. Second time. SB, you're a waste man for that. But yeah, listen. Aston Villa, man, we got work to do, man. We got some work to do. Thursday's 4 days away, 3 days away, 3-4 days away, whatever it is. We've got a pattern, man. We've got a pattern. I really hope that we don't end up like Arsenal. Yeah, I mean, I hope we don't end up like Arsenal.
Help me.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
I really hope we don't end up like Arsenal with Emery. I hope Emery has something different for us because we need to pattern. We need to get that Champions League. It's important. It's more than just playing in the league, playing in the Champions League. It's about finances. It's about us getting more money into the club so that we can keep players, buy players, all that kind of stuff. It's more than just the game. You get me? So, yeah. Woo, man. That second round of Spice did hit me still, can't lie. So yeah, guys, listen, I'm getting off, man. Man's gonna have to go gym or something, man, because this ain't it, man. This ain't it. Nah, man, no bottling party, man. No bottling party. We will get it. We will get it. We will get it by hook or by crook. Guys, make sure you're subbing to this channel. Make sure you're liking this post. Push it out in the algorithm, man. If you're watching on the playback, make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe. Push it out to people. Listen, you're gonna have to find me. You're gonna find me on the catch up tomorrow evening. I'm gonna have to explain this. Also, Wednesday boardroom live on this channel, 5 p.m. with KG and KJ. And then Friday potentially I should be on the catch up as well with a big game against Burnley, and also don't forget Thursday night for the watch along, which is now more important than ever. This second leg against Nottingham Forest, 1-0 down. But let's go, Villa. Let's go. Yo, people, I'm out. God bless. And as always, it still is up the Villa. Peace.